Gold Rush Rally, for those who don't know, is, to my knowledge, a $25,000 entry fee, and it is a rally oftentimes either from coast to coast or north to south. In this case, it was from Boston to Florida. And it's just a ton of supercars. I think they had 100 on this rally. Some of the most uncomfortable cars, taking a trip that would be uncomfortable in a regular traffic vehicle. We knew that they were coming through New York City, and being that we're from Long Island, we knew we had to go into the city and see if we can do a car spotting with them. We went into the city, it was raining. We decided we were gonna go into the city at 5 o'clock, and we were on the train at 5:45 and in New York City at 6:45. And then we walked over to the hotel that they were staying at, thinking that there would be a parking garage somewhere close that they would be pulling in. So we're standing around for about an hour and a half, and we see an all-white Aventador SVJ and an Audi RE GT. So we're super excited. We're off to a fantastic start. We're getting our content. We're filming what we need to film. And then we wait about another hour or two, and there are no cars. And we come to the conclusion after a few phone calls that the cars were already in the garage. So naturally, we walk over to the garage, and there's a gentleman there, I guess, kind of working security. And we say, yeah, we're just doing media for Gold Rush Rally. Is it okay if we just go downstairs by the cars? And he goes, yeah, I just need to see your wristbands. Obviously, we didn't have wristbands. So we go, yeah, we forgot them. Where do we get the wristbands? And he said the clerk at the hotel has them, the hotel that they were staying at. So we walk over to the hotel. We ask the clerk for the wristbands because we're doing media for Gold Rush Rally. And she had no idea what I was talking about. At that point, we're waiting outside of the hotel, and we're kind of hopeless at this point because it's pouring rain outside. We filmed 2 cars, which is obviously not enough for a video. And at that point, Damon and Dave from DDE walk outside. Mind you, they're like 6'5". Everybody that I encounter is way taller than me, and I'm not a short guy. I'm not a short guy. But anyway, that's a story for a different day. But they come outside, and we had a little bit of a conversation, kind of trying to, I guess, weasel our way into going to where they were going next. We asked them where they were going, and they said, oh, Classic Car Club in New York City. And we said, oh yeah, we're headed over there too. So we call an Uber over to Classic Car Club. We've been there before, but obviously this was more of like a closed off. It's an event that you pay great money for, so we weren't trying to impose, but we had gotten in touch with somebody in the time frame between getting in the Uber and getting the Classic Car Club that was in the show. It's this guy, Ron, and he's been a huge help to our channel. He's one of those guys that just knows everybody. He wasn't even a part of Gold Rush Rally. He just knows everybody. So we call him, and we're like, is there any chance you could get us into Classic Car Club? We're not looking to impose, not looking to sit down for the dinner. We're not trying to get a free ride. We're just trying to film some content and kind of take ourselves to that next level and meet some people who are elevated in our space. So we get to Classic Car Club. He was like, yeah, no problem. I'll get you guys in. We're standing outside in the pouring rain for about 40 minutes. And at that point, we are extra hopeless. He finally comes out, and he was like, yeah, guys, I don't know. It's not looking good. Security's pretty tight. And we're like, okay, so you're not able to get us in? And he goes, no, I can get you guys in. So he walks us over to the bouncer. He knew the bouncer. So he goes, yeah, this is Chris and Cars. He's going mega viral tonight. I was like, hey, nice to meet you. And I'm like so nervous because I didn't want to impose. I didn't want to like invite myself into this event. Strictly just wanted to get some good content. And this was the outlet to do it. We went into Classic Car Club, and we started shaking hands, meeting some friends. We actually ran into somebody at the time who we know from Long Island. And he goes, why didn't you just ask me? I would have just gotten you a seat at the dinner table. I'm doing all of the marketing for the event. And we were like, are you kidding me? Like the trials and tribulations that we went through to figure this out. And we could have just shot a DM and been having dinner at Classic Car Club. But this was a more fun story. We get into Classic Car Club. Jack checks his camera bag and everything because we weren't going to film. We didn't want to like impede on what was going on, and we didn't even know what was going on. So we go in, and there we see Gold Rush Rally supercars with livery on them, Lamborghini Countach 60th anniversary Huracan, and we're like, okay, go to the coat check and grab the camera bag. So we went to this upstairs little like bird's nest area where you can see down on it, and we just filmed it. We were super out of the way. But then, like I said, we started shaking hands and meeting some friends, and we met some really cool people that gave us some insight. And they said at 7:30 the next day, they're going to be leaving that hotel. So that's the best time to go. I didn't know we were going to stay overnight. So I didn't bring a toothbrush, toothpaste. I didn't bring a change of clothes. The only thing I had on me was my phone, my wallet, and my keys. So it was very impromptu. But then 7:30 rolls around. We get outside, we go to the garage, but it's very crowded. So it would have been a little bit tough for us to get our piece of content. So outside of the garage, we run into Pet Fred from Modfind. And we had gone back and forth, had a few exchanges over DM on Instagram, but not super familiar. We never met in person, but I went up to him hoping that maybe we'd have some access into the garage to get a little bit better of a shot. And I introduced myself. I said, hey, I'm Chris. We've went back and forth a few times. I'm not sure if you remember me. And he goes, oh, you're the Range Rover guy. And I was like, yeah, that pretty much. And he was like, oh, can you say it in front of my car? He had an Aston Martin DBS. So, I mean, I guess it worked out. But we were like, yeah, it's a little bit crowded out here. We're looking for some space just to film. And he was like, okay, there's a door off to the side here. Just go in it, go downstairs, and you'll find what you're looking for. So we open the door, we walk through this very narrow staircase, go downstairs into a very crowded New York City parking lot. And the difference between that and a regular New York City parking lot is this was filled with Aventador SVs, custom 720Ss, everything that shouldn't be on a rally from Boston to New York was on that rally from Boston to New York. And it was one of the coolest videos we've ever made. Honestly, the guys were just super cool, and they were so open to us doing our thing, and we're still kind of new to all of this. So to be welcomed with open arms to an event that they paid a lot of money for, and we just came and filmed, they were just so genuine and nice, and they just kind of knew what we were about. We weren't trying to be there and show off that we were there, just, trying to get the content.
Buying a used car without getting ripped off is all about research, and we can pull a Carfax or look on the VINwiki app, but there is nothing like an in-person inspection. And the fastest, cheapest, and easiest way to do that is with the Lemon Squad. Lemon Squad has been a longtime sponsor here at VINwiki, and they have representatives all over the country that can put eyes and hands on a car and send you a detailed inspection report plus pictures, usually within 24, 48, even 72 hours. And so there's nothing that makes you a shrewder negotiator than the information that you're going to get from a real person actually seeing the car. So check out the Lemon Squad now at the link in the description below for a special discount. And if you do want a Carfax, they'll even save you $10 on that. The Lemon Squad is who I use every time I'm trying to negotiate a deal, because I can't always be there, especially if it's across the country, but their nationwide network of inspectors can do just that. So check them out now to thank them for their support of VINwiki and buy your car more safely with the Lemon Squad.